Ba-dum-bum-bum. Oh, you guys are pretty far now. 70%. Amphibious bridge transport or barge transports. What have happened to? Oh, it's just throwing the easier stuff first. That's not so bad. 10 more days and we'll have upgraded engineers. And we'll build 30 of them as well. And the plan will be, well, once the 30 of them are built, we deploy them all obviously to the main island, but we then scrap the 30 we have, and we build the 30 that we need. Or once we build the 30 we need, we automatically scrap the ones we have. And then we're laughing. So we'll build 30 in about 5 days. They're a little bit behind in times, but no big deal. What's this? Synthetic rubber. Urban renewal. Ooh, infrastructure rating up 5%. That'd be good. Research efficiency. Globalization. Globalized education system. So education goes up by 5%, but our research goes up 5%. We'll take those too. Sounds like my girlfriend's home already. Engineer, motorized infantry. Perfect. And we're not building any ground units. So you notice that we can't build the old, we can build the old engineers if we want to, but what's the point? The kangaroo. These are 3. These are 2. Engineer motorized. Motorized engineer. Interesting. 65 days versus it takes 5 extra days. Whatever. There we go. 30 to replace them. Once those guys are done, so it should take a couple months. And once they're done, we scrap. What else is now done? Landing ship medium transports done. No, we'll say yes to those 2. You're all done. Perfect. And then all of a sudden we'll start making money again. Look at that. No worries. You actually will be done very soon as well. 76%. And you should be very close as well. 65%. So the only thing I've done with this guy is tell him to cut or decrease social spending. And people are starting to like us a little bit more, which is good. So this should now be a massive upgrade to our power network. So then we're going to slowly work our way down this island a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we're going to build 4 nuclear reactors to replace the 4 we just took out. Which actually won't be that hard to do. How much is the construction going there? 49 days left until we have our updated or upgraded engineers. Third day of agriculture. What's the next unit? Pre-century gunboat. Yeah. Just getting that out of the way. Guided missile cruiser. Wait, this is a guided missile patrol ship. But it's 46 technology. Interesting. figured guided missile cruisers weren't, or get missile, well, anything with missiles really wasn't until like the late 50s, early 60s, minimum. Militia level 2. Okay, so once again, we're building 6 reactors. No, 4. 4 reactors. So let's look for a nice... We can't build them in towns. Or we can build them in towns, sorry. We can't build factories in towns, so we're going to build it down here. Because that also is very good in supply. Nope, they're done. So we're going to order these guys to come south to that place. In the meantime, let's look here. So we're scrapping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're scrapping 6. So we're going to have to build another 6 minimum power plants. Plus there's that and that, which we're going to replace them with. Okay. Gulf Coast is more alliances. Yeah, I'll take all that. Why not? You're making me money. Welcome home, my dear. How was your little escapade? Okay. I was gonna say you weren't gone that long. Were you gone for 2 hours? Oh. Didn't even realize it. Well, I'm gonna go for another 30 and then take about a 15 or 20 minute break. Yeah. Love you. So we're gonna build 6 more. Let's build them here. Actually, no. Let's build them there. Another unit. Yeah, the missile patrol ships. Some catapult systems. Okay, there's nothing that's era technology, so we're gonna wait. Because once the satellites are done, our entire UI should switch over and change as well. And that'll happen in 19 days, which should happen by the end of the episode here. Since I'm recording this as I'm doing it live as well. The question is, what's the next game we're going to play? Okay, so once this hits 40... Yeah, once this hits 40, we're start going to build the other side. You know what? Let's start building them now. Why not? Boom. Weapon industry advances. Destabilization continues. Satellites. 12 days until we're up into the next era. Era tech is always the first thing you want to research. Bump yourself up into the next era. I think it also upgrades your... Oh, we're actually 5th for tech. That's pretty good. Like we're in the 5th ranking. That doesn't mean we're actually 5th in the world. It just means we're ranked in the top 5. Or top percentile of countries with research. 36. Okay. So we're losing a little bit of money. That's no big deal. Power production, we're almost at 100 million megawatts above what we need. That way we can get rid of a lot of this pollution related coal and gasoline powered power plants. Get rid of the last few right now, actually. Actually, one of the best ways to do it, let's go coal. We have 16. Boom. Oh, what was that? Oh, there's one more that I missed. Good to know. Any coal small? Nope. Okay. Any petroleum? There's 5 left. I just built 2 by accident. Small. No, we're good to go there. So power should take a bit of a dip. But, meh. We're not worried. We're going to build at least one more set of 6. Boom. Okay, so we now officially research satellites. So I guess maybe we're not going into the next area yet. Was there something I missed maybe? Nope. I think we just need to get to a certain research level here. Oh, actually now we're 2nd overall in research. What's our research score? Treasury-wise, the Americans have $482 billion in their bank account. We're sitting at 36, so we're actually 4th when it comes to money. The Americans have 0 deficit. China has the most, money in the hole at 15 billion. But they also have 100% military support. We're at 75 and 32, and it's getting bigger. Now we cut social programs, and people will actually like us more. Because I think it's because we're getting rid of a lot of pollution stuff. So we're spending less on the people, but the people like us more because we're getting rid of all the pollution. Overall, GDP is not the best. We're at 4,800. So we're right here. Actually, let's turn off all those. So we're right here right now. We're what? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we're in the top 10 for GDP, which isn't that bad. Population, on the other hand. Wow, okay. We're actually the 5th largest country when it comes to population. Our population is 102 million people. Yay, Australia. So we've now, because we've been fighting wars, obviously. The Russians fought a war with someone. Interesting. So the Russians fought a war, killed 760 units, lost 97, had 2,680 units, had 2,600 casualties, and lost 9,000 square kilometers of their own country. I have to figure out who they fought. Because they went to war with someone and then lost land. It looks like it may have been China. Because China's up 9,000 square kilometers. We'll have to take a look. Then next is us. We've killed 269 units and only lost 19, but have 6,000 casualties. But we're up 2.4 million square kilometers in that land. Though most of that's water. The Russians can really outproduce everybody right now. Holy smokes. Americans are definitely number 2 when it comes to production. Largest militaries in the world: the USSR, Russia, China, France, the UK, and then, wow, we're 6th. We're sitting at 400,000 basically people in the military. UK's at 477,000. France is 500,000, and then it just balloons from there, obviously. 1.3, 1.4, and 1.9 million, respectively. Currently no wars. So if we do this the right way, and we look at current countries that are existing, the UK has lost 256 square kilometers. Now, I believe that's due to them releasing nations. That's not actually them at war, right? Because that equals up to the size of Malaysia, basically. You can see they gained that much territory. So I'm going to assume that's what that is. 256. 256, yeah, that just makes sense. France has lost... It says France gained 22,000 square kilometers. Don't know who they... Oh, they were fighting Vietnam. That's why. So they're all up. Yeah, that's where they are right there. Let's look at China real quick, though. So it says China gained territory somehow. Is it through there, maybe? I don't remember that being on the map. No, that's right. So where did the Russians lose territory? I'm not seeing it. Oh, no, they didn't lose the military bases. I was thinking maybe that's where it would have been, but no. I'm actually gonna cough. Sorry about that. Maybe they lost some military bases that I don't... Yeah, there's no red in other nations. Unless maybe some of these countries here got independence, or got none of them got released because they're all... And the border's proper. Where did Russia lose 9,000 square kilometers? I was thinking maybe water-based, if they went to war with somebody. I think they lost, like, one of their puppets gained independence is probably where it occurred somewhere, maybe. Maybe they've lost a bunch of military facilities somewhere. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, not too worried about that. 'Cause we're now the largest. No, we're not. It's still Canada, then Russia. We're the 4th largest country in the world. Not to worry about that, but here we go. So for total score so far, we got 41,000, so we're not even close to the top 10. For diplomatic score, we're not even close. Economic score, are we in the top 20? Yeah, there we are. We're in the top 20. 15 actually. What? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we're top 15 there. 16, 17. Yeah, it's top 20 is the... For technology score, we're number 1. We're number 1. We're number 1. For approval score, we're not even close to the top 20. And military score, once again, not even top 20. We're close, very close, but overall, we're actually not doing too bad. Victory points, we're not playing with victory points, so that's no big deal. We're playing full conquest. Full conquest. Okay, so if I've researched all the air technology available to me, are you now? Yeah, here we go. Now you're willing to sell me more stuff. That was 4.6 billion for something that's actually worth 8.1. We're gonna save a ridiculous amount of money now on stuff. Genetic engineering. So the Americans, as you can see, were way ahead of us in tech. So I don't want to say we're now... Well, wait a minute. What was that? So the Americans don't have 1954 tank tech yet, even though it's 59. And they don't have naval detection improvements. Interesting. So I don't want to say we're ahead of them yet, but I think we're getting pretty close. Now, the Russians don't have a lot of the warfare techs that we do. The UK is really far behind us, which is, well, in my eyes, is good. I think we're actually getting to the point where we're now equal or on par with the US. So the US has always been like, if you play the game as a non-research priority, the US was always the #1 country that whenever I play as the #1 tech country. But it looks like we're getting there. Why did I just see... Oh, the next election is coming up, but we got 31% of the people liking us, so that's no big deal. We're getting rid of tons of pollution. That's why people are loving us. And we're also researching nuclear weapons. Okay, so let's go. Not to worry about you. Applied programming and metal. Okay, you guys unlock additional stuff, so we can kind of take a break on a lot of this weapon research and stuff after this big thing. The US develops the Atlas D rocket, the first intercontinental ballistic missile. So now the Americans theoretically can hit pretty much anybody with a nuclear weapon. Which is no big deal, because then we just pause, go over to the US, right-click, diplomatic offer. Oh, apply programming, please. And we'll give you naval detection improvements. I would also like... Oh. I don't have the tech yet for nuclear weapons. And I just agreed to a 30-day deal. Because I am not smart. Better supply truck is done. Wait, did I stop just using these guys down here? Yeah, I did. Okay. You guys, please do an air transport to. No. Highlight. Highlight. Air transport. To that location, please. And they should go to the airbase here and then just wait. Perfect. And then our transport aircraft. Perfect. Good to go. There's one there. There's three there. Wait. C-47 Globemaster. C-47 Globemaster once. Why are you slower than everybody else? So we have one Globemaster that's just significantly insufficient. Let's build some more of these guys. We're double the size of our... US takes the first pictures of Earth. Good for you. Highlight you and say construction there, please. So you guys are almost done. We need to build another 6 nuclear reactors. We're short 5. Okay, there they are. Let's scrap that one and just build an extra one. Because there's something not quite right about that guy. Construction. Boom. These guys will just cross the river. Yeah, almost every single day now we've got some sort of research improvement happening. Alright. So you guys are going to go to, let's say construction there. Okay, so we took it 6 more, so we're going to build 6 more, and then that's it. Then we should be done for reactors for a while. Boom, done. Highlight everybody. Construction. There, please. And then pretty much when these guys are done, our power systems are good to go for a while. And then it's just a matter of building up everything else. Building up our military, modernizing it, which is already happening. Oh, that reminds me. I actually have to start building... Okay, once these guys are done, we're then going to replace our mounted infantry. We're actually going to use some more of these, actually. It's 14, 6, and 15. Interesting. So we're going to build a lot of these kangaroos, actually. So we're going to build a lot of kangaroos and foxholes. So we got 30. So we're going to build 10 kangaroos and 20 foxholes. Sure not. We're going to do 15 and 30. Then once those are done, we're going to get rid of our mounted infantry. We're going to keep our regular infantry for the moment. We're going to level it off to 60. And then later on, we'll update those guys. Or upgrade those guys. I don't think our artillery needs upgrading as of yet. Yeah. 24, 17, 14. Yeah. So right now, the self-propelled guns that we have are the best. Luxembourg and Malaya. So Malaya has pretty much allied itself with everyone in Europe. Or at least the majority of Europe. So if we go to expand into Malaya, we're probably going to have to fight the majority of NATO. If they uphold their deals with them. Now, mind you, what we could also do is look at the countries they have deals with and then sign our own non-aggression pacts with them. So make inroads into Europe ourselves with non-aggression pacts. Because then, theoretically, we could utilize those non-aggression pacts against their friends and family, basically. Oh, here we go. KC-135E. I would like that, please. Oh, wait, no, that's the actual unit. I want research. So you won't give it to me yet. Nothing there yet that I would want. I think I'm getting to the point now we're almost on par when it comes to a lot of that, so... 43 and 40 tech versus 46. I have a guided missile patrol ship. You do not have guided missiles. You're in 43 and 40 tech when it comes to the Navy. I'm in the late 40s for the Navy. I actually might be ahead of the Americans already when it comes to a fair amount of stuff. Now, we still need to work on our military, our diplomacy, and our economy for sure. Domestically, it could be better. So we're a moderate country compared to, say, the Americans, who are your classic conservative, apparently, or currently conservative. Canada is currently sitting liberal, moderate. England, moderate as well. Liberal on France. Obviously, you're communist, so that should be. Oh, liberal communism. A liberal communist country. Interesting. That's definitely a first. But then again, I mean, you can have definitely lots of different leanings, right, within the governments and stuff. So that's no big deal. In the meantime, tons of unit research. So I still have to do genetic engineering. So my assumption is once I get genetic engineering done, that's gonna probably pop our UI and update it. Yeah, we got lots of units that we're researching now at this point. No thank you. Oh, you're done? Oh, perfect. Okay. So, as of this moment, we have now completely modernized our power base. We are 100% now on nuclear power. We're producing 120, we'll say, 1,000 megawatts more than we need. So obviously we should be selling a lot of this stuff now. It's probably going to cause the cost of things to go down, but we're making money on it, so that's no big deal. We're selling 100% of our surplus, which is good. Now, power is done. Now we need to work on our agriculture. Well, rubber's okay, but agriculture, timber, and oil. With oil, the plan there is to build mostly offshore. To get the best bang for our buck when it comes to that is to have helicopters moving around engineers, to moving them around the water and stuff like that. So problem here is that we don't have any helicopter tech yet. I don't even think the Americans do. Yeah, they don't have any helicopter research. Oh, they do. It is a transport. I think it's a weight of 24. So the question is, are our engineers heavy? Yeah, I think they're 30 heavier than they should be. Here, I don't think they can take... You know what? We're going to buy... I'm right-clicking. Can I get just a design for one? Like, have you built any? Yeah, they haven't built any. They built some KC-135s, though. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask them for the Dragonfly tech. I'm going to sell them that. We're going to let things bounce over. Aircraft-wise, can I now build... Nope, we're going to wait. They haven't given it to us yet. There it is. Alright, so I want to build one. And I want to see basically if... It only takes 72 days. So, In 70 days, we should know whether this is even a good enough unit to help move around our engineers. We have new engineers as well. I believe we're still building them. Yep. Still got lots of time. Wait, why are we building? Oh yeah, because we're building one extra engineer or extra infantry. So we're now actually, are we almost done? Right? No, we're okay. So why are we building both engineers and these foxholes? That kind of concerns me a little bit. But we'll see. As for our reserve ground units. Oh, these are our new engineers. We got a fair amount of them. I want that aircraft. Once that aircraft is built, which will be in 65 days, not during this episode for sure, or even during this stream, I should say. But we'll know if that's a valid way of getting our engineers around. If it is valid to get our engineers around that way, then good news, we'll be able to build our offshore oil rigs even faster. And then we're at that point laughing, because you can use ships and deploy them on ships, or deploy them onto the rigs, but you can't get them back onto the ships. So you can go from ship to rig, but not rig to ship, which is stupid. So you kind of need helicopters to fly over, pick them up, and move them. So that'll be the big thing. But we're going to take a 15-minute break, and then we're going to come back with another game. I'm going to Alt-Tab out here. I'm going to look for a text document that I should have. Here we go. That I never actually saved the names of things on. I'm a genius. And we'll come back in 15 minutes with a different game. I'll update everything on my end and come up with the next game we're playing. It might be Franchise Hockey Manager for a couple hours. Haven't played that in a while. See you guys then.